Hey guys, welcome back to DunnyZ Gaming, and today we are going to be out in the North Carolina, the Tier 8 American battleship. It is one of my favourites, has been on the channel a few times. I'm just sharing this one really. It has been a few weeks ago since I had this match, so we are a couple of patches back, but not the most spectacular game, I've got to be honest, up until the end, which was fairly entertaining. Well, I thought it was, but you'll have to wait and see when we get towards the back end of the video. But it was a solid enough game, yeah, fairly entertaining finish at the end. Some fairly sleepy battleship players not paying too much attention to me when I was on low health, and yeah, they paid for that in spades. So as always guys, I hope you're enjoying the videos. There will be plenty more to come. Obviously there's been some little breaks in between my videos as of late, but they should be coming out a little bit more regularly, especially on the lead up to Christmas. So obviously I hope you enjoyed them. If you want to see anything changed, obviously comment in the videos. If you're enjoying the videos, like and subscribe to the channel, lets me know I'm doing a good job. So we've got a few guys here just not really doing anything, as I've said in previous videos. The first minute goes by and they've queued up for the match, and they've not participated for the first minute or minute and a half of the game. So I don't quite know what the New Orleans was thinking. My old mucker. So yeah, minute in, he's not doing anything. Fiji behind me is moving now, but we are detected. So there's obviously a destroyer inside of our detection, 15-kilometre range. And somebody is two people are targeting us. We've got incoming. We're detected by a plane. We've got 3 spotting us now. Obviously there is an enemy carrier, so we just need to be mindful that we've got incoming. And the first damage taken of the game. We should be alright, a little bit closer to these, a little bit closer to the mountain here. We won't be able to get the shots over from the left hand side of the map. We just need to be mindful of the guys straight ahead of us. So it's been a little while since I've actually played the North Carolina, to be honest. I've been focusing on the Shimakazu. I've been trying to get some Bismarck footage done. I've got a couple ready to go on. One, again, not spectacular games, but fairly entertaining I found. So I'll probably stick them on at some point on the lead up to Christmas. So obviously with me not having any support guy, I wasn't going to go to the left. Everybody seems to have lemming trained off to the right of the map here. I can see this Nagato here moving quite slowly, so we're going to get shot over the island here. This is one of the advantages of this ship. You can arc over quite high landmass. Doesn't look like we've hit anything, which is a bit of a shame. But a lot of the times when we play this sort of game, which obviously is either capture the enemy base or defend your own, I do find the North Carolina to be quite a good defender rather than sort of attacking and pushing forward. It's not a particularly great strength of it to go YOLOing into the enemy base and try and take anybody out. This Nagato is trying to have a shoot over the island house. He's gone a little bit too long on his shots. We've got a couple of hits on him there. 5,000 damage, we'll take that. Not the end of the world, it's better than 0, so we've just got to be careful, because I mean this thing does, giving broadside, and this thing is a guaranteed citadel all day long. So I'm basically pinging the team up to defend the base. We've got an enemy destroyer somewhere pushing in, who we know is quite close. I've seen him starting to make his way through the gap. I think it is an enemy Benson. So I popped my spotter just to give us that extra range and visual. and Nagato's dropped off detection. Still got somebody shooting at us, but they're behind an island so we can't see them. And I'm just sort of trying to kite away a little bit now and just open up the distance, see whether I can see where these shots are coming from. And it sort of feels like everybody's shooting at us. I don't quite know what that's all about. We'll get some shots away. See whether we can't do a little bit of damage to somebody. Obviously I'm trying to be mindful that there is an enemy Benson somewhere ahead of us who's pushed towards our cat. And we have got some hits there. Put us up to 13,000 damage, so it's not a bad salvo. And here come the torpedoes, and yeah, it look like we might just gonna have to take one of these. I'm not going to be able to turn in time. We're going to take one on the nose. Whoa. And yeah, we've got away with murder. They don't quite know. They've literally died off just before hitting us. So pretty lucky. Sean also got away with it as well. So we've both been very lucky there. I do run the spotting aircraft, just especially in this, purely because of its excellent range. And I mean, it is fairly accurate even at range for things like Minotaurs or Neptunes, and you see them firing out the smoke. This gives you a really good indicator, overhead indicator of where they actually are. So I've just had a presumptuous shot on the Algeria here, and we managed to hit him. 5,000 damage, 1 penetration, 1 over penetration. And there's that cheeky enemy Benson over there. He's skulking away. But I'm basically staying inside of our cap circle and basically want to just defend, let these guys come towards, and then basically pick them off one at a time, rather than, you know, what sometimes tends to happen is people go off in all sorts of different directions and trying to get a loopy shot over, but the Algeria's gone down anyway, so we're not worried about that. Yeah, people go off in, you know, all on their own in separate directions and split the whole team up, and then you get to the enemy base and they're all sat there shooting at one bloke. So yeah, I basically just want to try and defend the best I can. Looks like we've got an enemy Tirpitz who's pushing in, and we've just took a pretty decent sized hit there from, I can only presume, the Bismarck on the far side. I don't know if it was a Citadel, but it was definitely a full penetration. And here comes a Tirpitz, and we can do some significant damage to the Bismarck and the Tirpitz in this ship. There you go, 17,000 damage. Just the firing arcs on this ship do come down on top of the deck and tend to do quite good damage. We've got to be mindful we don't stay stationary too long though, because we've got the enemy aircraft carrier. He's going to have a field day with us, and you can see the Tirpitz secondaries are going off, so he's going to get himself a whole bunch of fires. But we took one of his guns down, so that's going to be out of action for 30 seconds, 25 seconds, and we are on fire from his secondaries now. Still not an excellent start. We've got 2 fires now, so at this point we're going to have to bear in mind that that's going to start hurting us quite significantly. We've got 30 seconds on that, so I choose to put the fires out, and we'll just keep this, we'll stay bow onto this guy and see if we can't get some more damage on him. The problem with the North Carolina is it's not really made for this. It's not like the Tirpitz or the Bismarck where you can tank it and go bow on, because it just doesn't have the secondary range to keep up the fires and things like that. And we're on fire again, you see. Now I've got 1:44 on the cooldown. There's nothing I can do now. This fire is going to burn for the full duration. So all I can hope to do is try and do some more damage to this guy, and hope that my team are going to back me up and start doing some damage. And this fire damage is going to start adding up now. So we've lost over half a health already in this match, and that's going to continue. We've got 24 seconds on our damage control. We can recoup a little bit of health. So another 5,000 salvo. It's not fantastic. Just not quite getting the look in terms of the dispersion and getting them in some penetrating shots in the superstructure, or taking one of the front guns out. I mean, you can see his dispersion all over the place. And we're down to 19,000, 18,000 health now. Still only done 52,000 damage, so yeah, pretty poor. I'm aiming for his superstructure, but you see we're not getting the greatest dispersion. 4,000 damage again. 3 penetrating hits out of that salvo of 6, but they're just not getting the damage we need. So we're starting to recoup a little bit of health. Obviously, these secondaries are just going to keep working us over. And for some reason, the whole of my enemy team just seems to not really be paying too much attention. It's another 5,000 damage, but I mean his health's so much higher. We've got a friendly destroyer just in front of us. I was kind of hoping he might have rushed the turpits, but he's got next to no health. And we're on fire again, so yeah. Tend to seem to just have games like this now and again, where you kind of get to this point in the game and think, yeah, it's going to be another rubbish game. Nothing, luck's not with us, RNG's not helping us. So I am going to push forwards because Bismarck is backing up now. So, sorry, the Turkish is backing up now. So at some point in a minute, he's not going to be able to fire over this island. And I basically want to get out of the position that I'm in. Keep up the barrage on him. Now I'm down to 6,000 health. I have put the fire out. And there's an enemy Benson. So I'm expecting torpedoes incoming any second from him. And great, we've got the Nagato full health. We've got a Prince Eugen. He's on 11,000 health. We could have torpedoes incoming. We took another big hit. 2,000 health left. And yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to put us out of our misery at this point, to be honest. It's not been the most exciting game. Not done anything particularly spectacular. And see, that's a nice dispersion. Great dispersion on this shot. And there we go. Hallelujah. 1 penetration, 1 over penetration is enough to kill that Prince Eugen off. So I made a decision now that I'm just going to stay right here in this channel and see if we can't work this Nagato down a little bit. So we was on 38,000 when we pulled into this channel. I'm half expecting the Benson who's just passed us to come back and finish us off, to be honest with you. Nagato is firing at us. And yeah, we've not done anything. Bounces and misses. So I just want to try and get some free damage on this guy now. Somebody's to give him a big hit. I mean, he's sitting broadside on, so I was kind of hoping we might get to do some big damage on this guy. But we're at 82,000. I mean, it's not fantastic, but certainly not the end of the world. Another shot, load of bounces, no damage. We'll take that. Another 10,000 damage on the Nagato. And his health slowly melting away. The Tirpitz who was engaging us earlier, he's gone down. So another shot on the Nagato. Looks like we're going to get 3 or 4 hits here. Another 7,000 damage. We get a lot more penetrating damage with the Nagato than we were with the Tirpitz. And he's fired HE at us and it's took us down to 7 health. 7. So 1 secondary hit or a destroyer shoot us, it's basically game over now. So we're at 99,000. Can we just push over the 100,000? Yes we can, 105. So we've done another bit of damage. The friendly CV's obviously spotted him and has took him out. Brilliant. And now super, we've got a full health Nagato coming around this corner straight in front of us. All he's got to do is shoot us once. We've got 4 enemy planes coming over. can we just get some damage on this guy? And there he is, broadside on. He's not even looking at us. How's that look? 10,000. We'll take that. We're definitely going to have his attention now, anyway. And I think he is aiming at us. Yeah, he is. And we're going to go down no matter what. It's just how quickly we can get reloaded and get a shot off on this guy while he's broadside sat there looking at us. Can we do some significant damage? Computer says yes. Double citadel, you see they'll melt off. That's all done. But it pushes up to 252,000. I don't quite know what that Nagato was thinking, but he come around the corner with 50,000 health and he sat there on 12,000 after we'd done some damage to him, so not too bad. I thought he was pretty lucky. I put in the chat lucky. I was hoping we might just got triple citadel on him there with him being broadside, but RNG says no. But yeah, it was not the worst game in the world, but one I thought I'd share just really particularly for that, which I thought was quite funny. This Nagato's going to go down anyway after that damage he's just taken. We're obviously going to win the match. We're what are we, 4 ships up now. They've lost their carrier. That's the end of the Nagato. He's done. And we'll just watch this match out now as we finish off. We've got the Bismarck over here. He's all on his lonesome against 5 friendlies. He's not going to last too long. And then just the enemy Benson, and then he's left to pick up the pieces for his team. You can see the secondaries going off, which is a big strength for this ship, and it is a very tough. The German battleships are very, very tough with their turtleback armour, you know, and you can really tank in these ships, unlike the I found with the North Carolina. I mean, they're not made as citadels, but they don't take too kindly to you know, sort of bow on frontal fights. They're more of a long range sort of, I found anyway, more of a long range damage doer. The Bismarck and the Tirpitz, with their accuracy on their main battery guns being absolutely terrible, they really need to be a little bit closer so that you can utilise the secondaries and the main battery. So our base is being capped, which is only going to be the enemy Benson, because he's the only one left on the enemy team who could get there without being spotted. So I'm furiously just typing in chat, you know, you need to get a scouting on the cap. We've got a Miyoko who's right there, so he's obviously going to be detected by the Benson. So if someone can finish this Benson off now, that'll be the end of it. So you can see the CV sending, I don't think that's the CV's playing, it might be. Oh, there he is. Benson's popped up. And he's significantly odd. He's quite healthy, to be fair, so we've been playing all game. But he's not going to last 5 minutes now. Everybody's just going to fire on him. And he's popped his smoke, but unfortunately that's not going to save him. I mean, he's tried his best with the torpedoes against that Miyoko. But the amount of time it's going to take for him to cap without anybody getting into the cap or spotting him, it's not going to happen. You can see the Miyoko's obviously turned broadside. He's going to fire his torpedoes. The friendly CV's got his planes hovering over the top of the smoke. So this game will be over very, very shortly. And none of them have hit anything, so Benson is still sat in his smoke. Oh, no, he's spotted. So somebody's, New Orleans behind us has popped his radar, and yeah, you can see the damage he's done. So that's the end of that one. But a win for us now, which was what we wanted. some reasonable credits, 4,500 base XP, 150,000. We finished top of the team, so I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, obviously we went down, but we did enough damage. We did more than twice our over twice our health pool damage, which we'll take, all with main battery or with armor piercing. So I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Just a little one, just a bit of a funny ending, really. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.